So, I saw most boring, generic, Blair Witch, knockoff, wannabe. I'm not really a big fan of the Blair Witch, but even that's a better movie, because the characters are more, I don't want to say more realistic. There's like better mystery in it, because it's like, is it really a witch out there, or they all just go crazy and kill each other? This one, overall, like, it's a Russian production. Granted, it has English dub, language, but, again, so I can't really go over acting, because I don't know. I mean, the ADR, the people that did the dubbing, I guess, did fine. Whoever they are. But the story, basically, it's, a group of, a team of volunteers. I want to say a rescue team. Search and rescue, whatever. And I guess this one journalist or reporter, or I don't know what to call her, she tags along with them as well to, I guess, video like their adventures, because they're going out in these woods to go find a couple locals. I guess a son and a brother and sister, I believe, and they find this woman, this local woman who's crazy, but then she's frightened of the woods, and then they keep her along, and it's basically them trying to survive this entity, widow thing that we never see. We see like kinda in the shadows, but not really. I swear there's like at least one scene where you sort of see like a leg or something slither off in the shadows in the background. But other than that, like, we don't never see her. And that's what sucks, to see her on the cover, so they pulled a Frankenstein's Theory. If anybody knows what that movie is, don't watch it. You'll be very disappointed. It's an interesting movie, but then they don't show exactly the guy on the cover. But this one, like, you find out it's trying to be a horror, mystery, thriller type thing, and it's not really up to par, because, I mean, you already know what's going on, like, but then they try to do a whole, it's a fake out where it's actually the crazy woman that's the witch, the local, legend of the widow, but not really, because then turns out she is a witch. I guess she was trying to keep the witch at bay, but they didn't know that until later on, and then but then she dies, because she decides to kill herself and offer, I guess, the main chick, I forget her name, Victoria. She wants to offer Victoria up, I guess, as the next caretaker of this witch, because, like, I guess basically if you decide to vow, bear your own to this witch, give yourself to this witch, pretty much everybody else is safe. I don't know if that's true. That's what I mean, like, it doesn't make sense, because then they find footage of the two missing kids that walk in on the woman performing a ritual, and then they still get killed. So then it's like, what's the use? I didn't get it. Like, I guess the person that's connected to the witch is safe, but the other people, screw them. I guess, I don't know. That didn't make any sense. Even the ending it sucks, because everybody pretty much does dumb things. Pretty much everybody dies, almost, except for, like, the journalist, reporter girl, which sucks, because I don't care for her character, because then she tries to frame, the Victoria character, because she's like, how's it feel to kill an old lady, a defenseless woman, and, like, so I didn't like that, because then she survives, so I'm like, screw this movie, because then we see, the last shot is Victoria naked. We don't get to see any. We get to see her bare back, literally, and like she's in the farmhouse building hay or whatever, and preaching. Like she devotes her life to this witch or whatever, but people have to be alive or whatever. And then she turns dramatically to the camera, and then it does a jump scare thing, kind of. But then the jump scare sound, and then it cuts to black, and I'm like, screw this movie. On everything, like the production is fine, the way it's shot is fine. Again, I can't really cover acting because I don't speak Russian, so. But the dubbing was fine. But the story is dumb. Just watch Blair Witch if you want to see a couple people go in the woods and get, picked off one by a legend witch who, again, they built her up like she looks way creepier on the cover than she does, mainly because we don't see her in the movie. So, I mean, gore, I can't really remember much, except I think maybe there's only like one gory kill where a guy gets picked up and thrown onto a pointy tree. That's it. And then everybody else is either taken off screen or possessed at one point. I don't know what happened to the dog. I guess the dog, because they have a scout dog that accompanies them. I guess it died in the truck with that guy. But it is weird because then they find his body, but not the dog, so I don't know. But that's what I mean, like, this movie, it was uneventful, it was boring, I was waiting for it to be over, wasn't scared by anything. Like, the idea of being out in the woods, like, you're a search and rescue team, or just even a regular person, you're out in the woods, you're trying to find your way out, and you can't, and it's starting to get dark. I would say that's more scarier than the supernatural stuff. Them trying to find their way out of there, and they're encountering different stuff. And they meet this, again, odd, weird woman who basically was trying to keep them safe, but not really. Really didn't do much. It's supposed to be based on true accounts from, I guess, Russia or whatever. Yeah, okay. An urban legend, a terrifying truth. What's the truth? What truth is there? That we never get to see the witch or widow or whatever she is. Vengeful spirit who, I guess, murdered her husband, but then she didn't really, I guess, or she did, but then she denied it. Then the townspeople came after her, mobbed her, and made her limp, broke her legs, and, threw her in the black pit of whatever, of darkness. And then now she's out for revenge. And so really, I can't really sympathize much for the witch either. But she's out killing innocent people. At the end of and children. She's killing children as well, so I really can't, Even Lorona, I can't sympathize for in the Conjuring movies. But, yeah. Overall, I was really looking forward. I was interested in it. It said, like, it looked interesting on the back and on the cover. I thought it would be a decent watch, but no, it's really not. It's frustrating and dumb and stupid. And it does try to pull a Blair Witch, because there's a scene where a guy, if you remember Blair Witch at the end, or they say in the story of the so-and-so would stand like the kids up against the wall, their back turned to the person, or they would put them in the corner, facing the corner or whatever. At near the end of Blair Witch, the guy that, what's her name? The girl is looking for, finds him in the house, and he's, facing the wall. That's what they do in this. They literally do a scene where one guy that the Victoria girl, she's running after, even though he's not answering her when she keeps calling for him and she keeps following him. So I was starting to get frustrated with her character. And then when she proves that, like, what she says is true about the old lady, they still don't, they tie her up, but then when they see the footage, and then they're like, they still don't untie her hands. So it's like, wow. So you believe me, but you're not gonna, you know. So that was dumb. I didn't get that. Like, I guess she's like, you know, but still, she's trying to warn you guys, and then she shows you evidence, and then you still kind of just, we're still gonna keep you tied up, but you can, like, you know, stay close. Like, what? Get out of here. Anyway, terrible movie. Terrible ripoff of a better movie. I would probably say any of the Blair Witch movies are better. Even the 2016 one or whatever. And yes, even the second one. Even though I didn't really see it. But I saw clips, and that one I should watch sometime. I guarantee I'll probably not mind it. I know a lot of people hate that one the most. And give the 2016 one a pass, which, whatever. But yeah, peace, love, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, take care.